So the next thing we're going to talk about with the bucket in mind is to never stand near this. So I'm going to mention Danny 100 times in this just because he's in my head right now. If Danny was coming over to me and he's walking up in the front of this machine or coming in through the sides of this machine and I have my bucket in the air, the first thing I'm going to do is honk the horn. Danny, stop. I've got my bucket in the air. Something is in my bucket or air is in my bucket, no matter what's going on. And I want to show you this. I have my auto level as well as my my drive comfort button on. And what the auto level is going to do on this particular loader, not only do I have auto level capabilities, and we'll show you what that means here. The auto level button is merely getting the bucket level for you to then attack the dirt or pile or whatever you're doing. To implement this, I do a quick curl in. It will automatically put my bucket to perfectly level. Now on this machine, a newer CAT loader, the auto level has a second feature that is dangerous if you don't know that it is applied or activated. I'm going to one push touch my joystick in the downward position, and I want to show you what my whole boom and bucket's going to do. So Danny, imagine, is standing underneath my bucket right now, staring at me, giving me all kinds of hand signals that I don't understand. I'm about to hop out of the cab, and I'm just going to lower my bucket. What happened to my bucket? My hands are off, and I'm going to do that one more time. I'm going to bring it all the way to the top, and we're going to do a quick shove. You see how fast and how hard this bucket, boom, the whole apparatus drops out of the air. So by talking about that float, I want to cover this. If this is the only thing you take out of this, this would be the most important key. If you have that automatic level as well as the float, and they're in the same switch on this particular loader, you have to be very, very mindful when lowering the bucket. And I'm going to do this slow in a controlled manner to show you how I would lower the bucket. If Danny was approaching me or standing anywhere within danger, I would stop him, lower this very slowly, and I want to make another mention. Just by lowering it slowly with the joystick doesn't mean I can't add throttle right now and speed my hydraulics up. So I can speed this function up, but I want you to be very mindful, and I'm going to go all the way to the top one more time to show you how fast this drops with that return to dig mechanism or float, depending on what you want to call it. Hands are in the air, bucket is still coming down. So that is the most dangerous thing you can have going on in your loader by not understanding those functions. That's what we talked about earlier. Not only am I inspecting what's going on in my cab, I'm also familiarizing myself with the functions. So before I've moved throughout my day, I would check that. If I float from full raised, if I push the float button, what's going to happen? Or the float switch or activate the float with the joystick. What's going to happen? So I want you to test that before we do any movement throughout the day.